Swami looked at him and Swami said, "Hey, your classmate passed away today." He said, "That boy who has gone in for the surgery has passed away today." Everyone became very quiet and sad about this news that they were hearing from Swami directly. You look around in Prashanti Nilayam, you have multiple institutions. You have Swami running a university, Swami running hospitals, a general hospital, a super hospital, a mobile hospital. But when you ask this question, then does he really need to run any of these institutions at all? Does he need a hospital to heal? Does he need a university to teach? There was this doctor who was working in Swami's hospital. This story was told by another doctor. So this doctor was working in Swami's hospital, and all of a sudden he started feeling a little unwell. He started becoming very weak. So they decided to run a few tests on him. And when they ran the tests, they found out that he was a bit anemic. Right? His RBCs were low or whatever was the condition. So then they said, let's do a proper thorough checkup and let's see what could be wrong. Is there any other problem? So they found out that there was an internal bleeding somewhere in the intestine or something. Some hemorrhage was there, because of which he was constantly losing blood and he was becoming anemic. So they said, the best diagnosis, the best medication for that is you give some blood thickening medicine so that at least the hemorrhage ceases to a certain extent. But when they run the other tests, they found that he also has a block in the heart. Well, now the treatment for a block in the heart is blood thinning. So if they give him a blood thickening medicine, the block is going to become bad. So if they give him a blood thinning medicine, the hemorrhage is going to become bad. So they didn't know what had to be treated first and how to go about the treatment. And the doctors would say, whenever they have any such tricky cases, the only worthwhile thing to do is go and tell Swami, "Swami, this is the problem." And that's precisely what they did. They went and informed Swami that this doctor is not keeping well, and this is the tricky scenario that they are faced with. Swami said, "All right, I will come and see him." Swami says, "I will come to the hospital and I'll see him." So the next day, Swami comes to the hospital, goes to the ward where this doctor is admitted, speaks to him and materializes vibhuti and gives it to that doctor and says, "You take this," maybe Swami had told 3 times a day, take it for 3 days or whatever Swami had told him. Swami comes out and calls these other doctors and Swami tells them, "I have given him vibhuti between the heart block and the hemorrhage. You choose which one you want to treat. The vibhuti will take care of the other." He says, between the block in the heart and the hemorrhage that is happening, you choose what you want to treat. My vibhuti will take care of the other. The question again is, does he need a hospital? Does he need doctors to serve him in an institution like that? There was this student of Swami who was not keeping quite well, and again he was becoming very weak. He was not able to participate in sports. So the teachers took him to the hospital, Swami's super specialty hospital, and got him tested, and they found that he has a heart condition which needed to be operated upon. So Swami was informed that, "Swami, the student is not keeping well." So then Swami took over. Swami was very concerned about the student. Swami was monitoring what he was eating. He called the doctors and he asked them their opinion. What are they planning to do? So the doctors told Swami, "We need to do a surgery." Then Swami tells that, "See, let the surgery be done during the summer when the boy is having his vacations, so that his studies don't get disturbed." And Swami arranges for everything. The date is fixed. The parents have been called. And because it was summertime, Swami goes away to Kodaikanal. Right? And Swami has given all the instructions to the doctors what has to be done. And Swami goes away to Kodaikanal. And one day Swami is sitting in Kodaikanal with all the other students around him. And Swami is talking to them very casually. And suddenly Swami becomes very pensive. And Swami tells the students, one of the students was the classmate of this boy who was going in for the surgery. Swami looked at him and Swami said, "Hey, your classmate passed away today." He said, "That boy who has gone in for the surgery has passed away today." And instantly gloom set in the whole room. Everyone became very quiet and sad about this news that they were hearing from Swami directly. And Swami was saying, right now, it just happened right now, that they lost him on the operation table. So there was silence for a little while. Everyone was quiet. Suddenly, a beautiful smile came on Swami's face, and Swami said, "What can happen when I am there with him?" Right? Swami gave a beautiful smile and said, "What can happen when I am there with him? He's fine now." So they were all very happy. The Kodai session went on as beautiful. And they were all waiting to go back and find out what exactly happened. And so they went to the doctors who were treating this boy. And they asked him, "Was the surgery uneventful, or is there anything that happened during the surgery?" So they asked, why are you asking this? And then they described that this is the scene that had happened in Kodaikanal when Swami was sitting with them. And then the doctor said that actually when we were doing the surgery, I think it was an open heart surgery or something, after the surgery they're supposed to return the function of the heart from the heart-lung machine to the heart. Right? That's one of the steps they do. You first assign the heart-lung machine to take over the pumping of the heart. You operate upon the heart, and then the heart-lung machine is supposed to transfer the function back to the operated heart. And this doctor was saying that however much we may claim to be doctors and great surgeons and scientists, he says there is no guarantee that we can give that after this the heart will start beating. Maybe 90 out of 100 times it does, but if it doesn't, this doctor said we have no clue why it doesn't, and we have no way to make it function normally. They might have some procedures. So they said there is no way we can do anything about it if the heart doesn't beat. And they were saying that day, that's exactly what happened. We finished the surgery and we were trying to transfer the function of the heart from the machine to this human heart, and it was not beating. And he said, at that moment, we all dropped our scalpels and equipment down. We turned to the photo of Swami in the operation theatre, and together we all started chanting Sai Gayatri. And that's precisely the time at which Swami was telling in Kodai, this boy has passed away. And after a few brief seconds, Swami said, "I am there with him, nothing has happened." So here we see Swami has set up an institution where he has professional doctors. But then the question is, does he really need us? The Lord who can merely by his word, how many are there who tell us the stories of Swami said, cancer cancelled, and the cancer vanishes. When he heals a heart with a hole without any surgery, we have seen, right? We have met people who have had fractures which have healed overnight. We have seen people for whom Swami has performed surgeries in the interview room. We have spoken to such people. But in spite of him being able to do all of this by himself, he creates institutions he creates opportunities for people like you and me to participate in that work.